Yeah. Yeah. This time today, I ain't feeling fine today. I'm stuck in my head, I'm in my mind today. I ain't getting high today, might not say hi today. Thinking about my cousin. If you with your Lord, tell him I love him, yeah. But I'ma be fine today, yeah, I'ma be fine, okay.
Yo, this is another episode of the Just Say It podcast, y'all.
Welcome back. Yes, we did it again. I am your
already off the rip.
I am your host, Warren Sox.
And I am your co-host, DJ Blood Money.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Just Say It podcast, man. We got a good one here for y'all. We came here with a special guest today, man. Let's go ahead and clap it up for the one and only Jessica.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me with us. I am so blessed to be here with two wonderful men who have very creative minds and have invited me to just say a podcast. Let's just talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Thank you. This. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Nah, anytime. You know, family always welcome.
Yes.
If y'all don't know her, make sure y'all check her out. Content creation is on the beam.
Yes.
She be making funny skits, funny videos. Always got me cracking up.
Yeah.
Check her out on TikTok. Check her out on Facebook. We will have a couple of videos posted in her channels and everything where you can find her in the comment section below.
Yes, do follow. I will give you a good show. Good time.
I don't know. What's your TikTok or like your Instagram handle?
I think it's Nori 2020.
Nori 2020.
Yeah. So they know me as Jessica, and that's why Warren introduced me as that. But I go by Nori, and that's what we're going to continue to call me throughout the rest of this podcast and throughout the line of my life. So this is family, just like William says. So that's why he gets a pass, you know?
Okay. I'm sorry.
So we just want to say it like it is, you know? I think that's like a good topic to kind of sway in. A lot of people are afraid to tell other people how they want them to be introduced or perceived in certain circles. And so a person doesn't truly become who they are because they allowed someone else to introduce them or pre-label them to a section of people who know nothing of them. So
I like that.
Well, yeah.
I think that's a good segue.
Yes.
So.
Some people.
Since you're here, go ahead and tell the people who you are. You know, definitely tell them the things you do on TikTok, how amazing you are. You know, the plant business and all that.
Yeah.
Like a good introduction.
So, I fell into plants during COVID, just like a lot of other plant collectors. But I've always had a love for it. Horticulture and agriculture in school, out of any of my subjects, were like my top two. And so now I've taken on this business called Botanical Dreams, and I solely sell house plants via palm tree or local festivals and stuff like that. And I have a really good time with that. So I like doing that. That's part of who I am. Also, I'm a mean cook. I like chopping and screwing something. I've actually taught Will how to make mac and cheese. And we share I don't have my phone in front of me, but we actually share a collaborated note in our iPhone, truth be told, and it has all my instructions on how to make baked macaroni and cheese from start to finish. And his in-laws love it, so I think I got it in the bag.
Definitely got it.
But yeah, so I do a little cooking, and every now and then when there's like one of those trendy dances or trendy TikToks that's going around that can get you a few followers, I might hop on it. So I've always been funny. I was voted class clown in the 8th grade. No shade. But that comes with also being the bad kid. I'm I'm funny all the way around. I can throw a punch or two. I like it. I can keep it coming back and forth all day. So I'm ready to have a good time with you guys. But that's who I am. You can follow me on TikTok, Dory 2020, and on Facebook I'm under Jessica Thomas, because I'm married now. Yeah.
Yeah, give a hand.
Congratulations.
That is a big accomplishment in my life. I did not foresee that for me, but I'm glad God saw it. So
It was
that's
already
that.
written. It was already written.
Yes, it was written. It was decreed.
Yep.
Yes. All right, so let's get started.
All right. Do you want me to start? Or should I
Yeah, go
start?
ahead, Brody.
All right. We just definitely want to give the world a insight of your journey, of who you are, of things from, I guess, from from a kid to now and stuff like that. I definitely want to tell them or talk to you, just letting the world know how was it your transition from moving from a different state of, from state to state. How was it that you were able to conquer, because you conquered it? It wasn't that you tried it, you did it, you saw it, you conquered it. And let the world know, how was it that your journey, your experience, your mindset that, okay, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make the world proud of me. Tell the Just Say a Podcast viewers, how was your
Yeah, honestly, it was heartbreak. And life in general. I think we don't take the wake up calls that we get as the thing that needs to push us to do what we need to do in life. So I think I had to see some black days before I could see some white days. And now, sitting in my blessing, it's it it's very funny to me, because I sit and I think about all the times that I may have cried behind closed doors, or thought that I didn't know how I was going to pay the next bill, or what relationship I was going to be able to hold on to, whether it be a family or friend, to walk me through what I felt like life was throwing at me. But in reality, life was never throwing anything at me. I was making a fuss of it. So I had to get up and do something about it. And I think it was, my mom had been gone about 5 years, and I slept in her exact room for that number of time. And one day I just looked out the window and I said, this is it. And I said, God, if you can do it, then I believe you, because I've believed you other times that you made something happen. And so I decided to get up and move to a whole another state. Now, your mother and my sister actually fought me on this, because I was in a mode where I was trying to take everything, but everything couldn't fit on the truck.
Right.
And it was weighing it down, and they were scared, and I just took off, because in that moment for me, it was like, this is another thing that's trying to hold me back. And if I let this hold me back, it won't get done. And it's so crazy, because scam fraud, is on such a rise in the world,
Yes.
that I had given this lady $1,400 of my money, and she told me it was like a turnkey. Like, I would just get the key when I got there. I was so scared. I didn't even think I had a place to go to. But when I got there and I was able to open the door, that was my future. So I think it's, when you ask me what it took for me to leave, it was life. Life led me to leave. So,
going from that, not to cut you off or anything like
yeah.
that. Do you think in life, like personally, not yourself or like just people in general, like as you look at yourself as an individual, do you think the person in the mirror is the one that could hold you back from the most?
Oh, of course.
Is that what
Michael Jackson said it best. It's the man in the mirror.
Right.
When, Cinderella said it best. Mirror, mirror. I mean, not Cinderella, but you know the story. You know.
Yeah.
You got to take accountability because in life, let's just keep it honest. When you're born, you're raised by your parents. They're telling you the directions they want you to go through their eyes.
Yes.
When they had you, what they foreseen your life to be, but they didn't encounter what you would encounter in life would affect you to deter you from doing their dream. Now you have to live your dream,
Right.
you know, and so even though they've had some experiences, you haven't had those experiences. So, like, for instance, when your parents say you, oh, you shouldn't go buy that car, or, you know, you shouldn't spend money on this. Yeah, they learned the lesson, and maybe it didn't go the way that they wanted it to, but that's not the same thing for you, you know?
Right.
So they have to kind of give you that ability to feel things out for yourself.
Right. I've had that happen where they told me not to buy my G8, my Pontiac G8. Don't
Oh.
go buy that car. Don't buy it. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm buying this car, because they was like, there was problems with it.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, there's problems with this car, but I want to learn how to fix cars. So
Yeah.
I bought it, and it taught me a valuable lesson on, like, you know, how to fix things, and it helped me in life. Like, man, if I'd have listened to y'all, I would still be going to a mechanic shop. But now I can fix not anything, but a lot of stuff on a car because of the, you know, like you saying, like the I guess the trial and tribulation, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
the growing pains of having that and doing it for myself. So,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you gotta take that leap. You just gotta be like, yo, you got risk it. You can say
Yeah.
this podcast is risking it. We don't know if we're gonna get one person like it. The whole world can hate us, right? We don't know, but risk it. Like, just take the leap. Just try it, because you never
Yeah.
know.
But see, that's another thing. The rise and fall of a lot of content creators and podcasts. One word and one guest can change a whole build up of something overnight. You know, you see these people who get millions of followers one day, and then they're dropped down to like 300,000 overnight.
Right.
You know, it's because some of these comments are actually bots, but then some of them are real people who just, you wake up and you be like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, how could you even think that way or feel that? So,
And you could definitely tell who's the bots if they keep saying the same old comment.
oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It look like a different profile and it's the same comment. I'm like, no, this person said
And
the
then they
same.
just got a bunch of repost videos.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And the fact that we blame other people that we can't spot the bot is
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you
that's
know who the finger twitters are.
and that's what I told bro about this. I said, man, you know, once you build a organic audience,
Yeah.
you know, they rocking with you.
Exactly.
They gonna be the ones buying our tickets, buying merch, buying whatever we do. They gonna be the ones rocking with us. If you go get a whole bunch of bots, when you go to actually, you know, try to monetize this,
Yeah.
you screw. Or when you want people to see your growth, you screw, and it's not gonna feel the same. It's like cheating to the victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna feel the same as somebody that actually put the blood, sweat, and tears in it. Like, I was in the gym when the lights was off shooting. It's not gonna feel the same. The victory not gonna feel the same if y'all cheated to win. You know, so that's that. I feel you on that one, and that's one thing I say. Like, no, bro, just you gotta start from the bottom, and you know, people ain't gonna count on you at first, but when they see something happening, they gonna want to mess with you, and that's when you know you got something.
Yeah.
So, I can't really see anything else. Go ahead, Warren.
No, I just want to say, that's amazing, and it definitely is admirable. You know what I mean? That you took that step, that you just, I don't know, that you had that vision and that you went for it. You didn't hesitate. You didn't stop. You did it, and you said, I'm going full force, and I'm not letting nobody stop me. You know, I guess just speaking from my experiences, I know how I like what you said, how sometimes your parents would have something in vision, and that's not what you have in vision, you know, for yourself. So, you know, life is about, you know, taking risks, doing things, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy that you're in a safe area. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you just, well, I'm gonna go to somewhere where it's a whole bunch of killings and shit. I mean, there's killings and shootings everywhere, but at least you was, smart about it. Like, no, I want to make sure this home has me safe and secure, and I can have a place where my family can come and I can learn from, because it's more to the world than South Jersey.
Yeah.
So
My grandmother, your grandmother,
Our
our
grandmother.
grandmother,
Our
yeah, I like
grandmother.
that. Once told me that there was more than the lines of Salem County, and that always stuck in my head. And she was a traveling woman. She's been to countries, not just states. So I think that was the best thing I could have done. So I thank you for thinking of me in that light. That makes me feel good.
Now
I
got a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, for like how he was talking about the move, what I got down is self love and self care. Do you think that is important?
Yes.
And do you think I'm gonna let you go into it, but do you think that move was showing like self love and self care?
Yeah. I really feel the self care came into me realizing that I had to get myself together in order to understand what was making me fall apart, or really understand life. And this is one of the times in this podcast and on my live, my ADHD kicks in. I don't even know the question that Will just asked me. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just about self care or self love. Like, so basically, what I had down was like, what is important? What happens when somebody isn't showing themselves self love or self care? Like, if they not showing themselves like you can do this, or like taking care of themselves. Do you think that
I think
makes
they're
people fall
gonna
in depression or
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that?
no. Okay. I think in that case, it's going to allow people to really live other people's lives in their eyes. They'll never be able to do or enjoy life because they're too busy caring about other people instead of themselves. Like, let's just be real. When you're in a relationship, even with your family, you may like mashed potatoes, but you may like whole potatoes. Okay? Someone's gonna force you to say, oh no, you shouldn't be eating those mashed potatoes. You're gonna get more if you just have the whole potato. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's not what I like. But you end up taking on what someone else like. So if you don't take a moment to have self-care, you'll never know what it is that yourself truly desires in anything in life, because you're letting other people tell you. And I don't know if that made sense.
No, I did.
But hey, that's the best I can give on that answer.
Yeah, no, because I just, not to cut you off, bro,
you are.
but I just saw a post like even what you saying of somebody was like, when you the one taking care and looking out for people all the time, who the one that's gonna look out for you?
Yeah.
So, and then it made me think about self care and self love. Like some people don't show themselves care or self love. Like, man, go buy a nice shirt for yourself. Go, do something that makes you feel happy. Don't try to fit everybody else's narrative because they said, like you said about the mashed potatoes and potatoes. Don't fit it because they like it or they telling you to do it. No, do it for yourself, because that's gonna make you feel confident in life and actually go through life with a different lens. And
using your car as an example, people say all the time, oh no, you shouldn't buy a Honda, or no, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's your experience. Let me have mine. So if you always allow the naysayers to tell you what you should and shouldn't have, then you'll never know.
Or experience life. Yeah. Like
experience life.
I feel you.
So you do have to have self-care. Self-care is very important to be able to sit down and say, what is it that I like? Where is it that I want to be? And how did what I went through help me to see what it is I need to care more about, you know?
Right.
I got a question. What got you? Tell the world and the viewers out there what got you into like plants and stuff like that. I think real like that's interesting. You know, it's God's creation,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think people give like the earth enough credit. You know what I mean? We kind of destroy it with pollution and
And
stuff
don't
like
put
that.
back
So
into it. A lot of people take from the earth and don't put back
Yeah.
what you took.
So I believe what you're saying is a lot of people don't care about the earth, and you don't realize you can go outside and pick something in the right place, which is a place that's called a node, which helps reproduce the plant, and put it in some water and you can multiply that. That's the beauty in God's creation.
Mhm.
While the government tries to push all these other man-made chemicals on us, everything we need is naturally in the earth. And why do you think that people in those secluded places that we tend to laugh about in grass skirts and brushing their teeth with twigs live longer? Because they're not being pumped with Red 40. Red 40 has been linked to what I have, which is ADD and ADHD, okay? You should not be using Red 40. I know this is about plants, but this leads into health. And so, with that being said, we should all be having things that are naturally from the earth. And so, I like seeing things multiply. I like seeing things grow, because some things you think are green actually flower at a certain time of the year, and it's beautiful because it only does it once in its season. But it lets you know that, you know, there's beauty even in the ugliest of places. Orchids grow in the rainforest at the bottom of the tree trunks of trees. But yet, they sell them in your local grocery
I was about to
stores
ask that.
for about $24.99, and then you get them home in your conditions, and you don't realize why they're dying so fast because they're not in their natural habitat. So when you do indulge in plants, you must recreate what the conditions of the plants are in its normal state inside your house. In my house, I have humidifiers, lights, I have heat, I have fans, because certain things require certain things. So getting into plants for me wasn't something that I thought that I would do, because one thing about having my ADHD and ADD is that I can want to be a pilot today and tomorrow be the president. So this is my longest hobby that I've had in my 39 years of living. And I also credit my plants to self-care. My plants for me is self-care. When I'm caring for them, that's doing something for me. That's making me happy. And it's not using the judgments or the noises in my head from past things to prevent me from liking and engaging in that activity for me.
Right. Now, before that, did you ever feel like stuff was just all rattled, like jumbled? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I want
of
to do, like you
course.
said, I want to do this one day. I want to do this. But now you found something that like, man, I could do this every day. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
This is my passion.
Like cooking for me. You guys know I love cooking. I really foreseen myself having a restaurant or a little food truck. But that didn't happen. And one, I thought about being on my feet long. I don't like that. And then again, thinking about the critics. People, I love my food. So I know that I want seasonings, I want tenderness in my meats, things like that. And you can't just throw something out there and think people going, you know, take it. Because I want my money back. You knew this was some ish before you even gave it to
Nah.
me. When somebody look you in your eye and hand you your bag, tell them you want a refund. Right then and there, they know they handing you. Can I cuss on the show?
Yeah.
Some bullshit, okay? Don't take it. So
No.
yeah, I'm just.
When they're a little shaky when they handing it to you. Like it's time.
But-
Hey, bro,
and I'm
don't
be-
even do that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the type of person. I'll be nervous to be confrontational about taking shit back. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
Like
ain't.
food.
No.
Depending on what it is, if it's like the whole burger is messed or the wrong burger, yeah. But like, I don't know. Like I'll get like a burger, fries, shake, and then I'll get the apple pie. They'll miss the apple pie. I'll be like, all right, I don't even want to go back to go get it or something
No,
like
if
that.
my money has been withdrawn from my card, you forget something,
Mhm.
I want it. Okay.
Right.
Right.
And I
Because I
almost
paid
want double.
for it. Yeah.
I need something free too.
And
They
I-
ain't give me that. I'm leaving here with something.
Exactly.
Forget that. My
I-
girl be laughing at me all the time.
Yes.
Well, it's not that serious, Will. Yes, it is. It's that serious.
It's
I
that
need my
serious.
fries
When it
fresh
comes to my
food.
food,
Don't
it's
play.
always serious.
Do not play. I tell you all the time, I do not like cold food. I can't. That's one of my pet peeves.
Mhm.
I hate going somewhere. I spent like you said, spend my money
Mhm.
and the food cold.
Mhm.
Bro, if
Yeah.
it's not supposed to, I can see if it was like a salad. Like, yeah, salad supposed to be cold. Ice cream supposed to be cold. Don't hand me a sandwich and the sandwich cold, a chicken sandwich and it's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for ice
And,
cold
and
burger
one
sandwich.
thing I don't get from any fast food restaurant, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, is why are the fries always like cold and hard, and then you mad at us because we want to send them back.
Mhm.
If you know, I always feel like, and I know it's easier said than done. I don't know how we got on this topic of food, but if one person is manning a station, then that constant station would give the results that's needed. You know what I'm saying? I've been inside restaurants where there's 3 or 4 people hanging out over by the fry station when it only costs one person to get the fry, dip it in the thing, pour it over. Then it's one person back there making the sandwiches, you know, when one of the 3 could be back there.
Right. They ain't
So-
trying to be at their station.
Yeah,
They be
it's
messing
just
up.
crazy. But yeah, I'm not allowing anybody to swipe my card and not give me what I paid for. And I'm not paying for something that I think is nasty. Atlanta really disappointed me. I
For real?
moved there and I thought they were going to have really good Southern food, okay? Because it's Southern.
Right.
It's Atlanta. It's a lot of black people. The food is nasty. It's like they said, it's lamb chops, hookah, and club music. Wherever you go, even at Applebee's, okay? But yeah, I've been to so many Southern food places for soul food, and it was just nasty. Like Mac wasn't macking, like
It wasn't
nothing.
hitting.
Yeah.
Now I got a question for both of y'all. Do y'all think there is a thing called good addiction and bad addiction? Like somebody could be addicted to crack, right? But somebody could be addicted to reading. Like, what's y'all take on that? Good addiction and bad addiction, and do you have any good addiction?
Oh yeah, I have good addictions and bad addiction. But yeah, just how you said it, there is a bad addiction, what is drugs, and then there's a good addiction. Point in case, sugar and cigarettes. Somebody loves sugar and it's bad for them, and somebody loves cigarettes and it's bad for them equally.
Right.
There is a ground in having addictions
Yeah, there is.
to not, mess up your health or anything, but I feel like there's no way to get rid of addictions because we've all been through something in life that the thing that we're addicted to is actually a comfort to us, for a low key PTSD or anxiety or self care feeling that we have for ourselves. For instance, I'm not even kidding. Warren, his addiction may be jewelry. He likes buying a lot
Hell
of
yeah,
jewelry.
you do.
And that's
Right.
his
Hell
thing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That
that
makes him happy. His addiction.
That is his addiction. That
Okay.
boy gonna come down with a $300 chain,
Yes.
another $200. Why? Yeah, bro, I got the watches and the chains on. I'm like, bro,
Exactly.
I don't know. I can't wear. I got this chain on because it was left at my house, but I really don't. I don't be wearing chains or nothing like that. Watches. But yeah, no, that is good. Like, you know what I mean?
There's good. Some people, but with your addiction, you have to be one, able to finance it, and two, you have to be able to be able to be accountable for whatever the repercussions are of that addiction.
Mhm.
So if you're going to do something that is unhealthy, then you got to know you're going to have health problems later in life, or you're going to shorten your life. If you're going to do something financial that's an addiction, then you have to know that you're going to be poor fast, or you're going to be poor during your retirement years,
Mhm.
So, hey.
What you think, Warren? Not to cut you off. What you got any other addictions, like good
you-
addictions, bad addictions?
When you said it, this was one of them things, man. When I was a kid and Barack Obama was in office, and I used to watch the Playhouse Disney, and Michelle Obama came on there one day, and I don't know why. This was when she was on her health thing, turn your regular fries into sweet potato fries.
Oh, I hated when she did that in school.
Yeah.
She killed us.
But
She killed us, bro. But go ahead.
But she said something that kind of stuck with me, man. She said, "Too much of a good thing isn't such a good thing." And I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, I tried to counter it. Nah, man, because you can have money and stuff like that. People can get addicted to money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I can collect sneakers and all that. You might be addicted to collecting sneakers or something like that. So, like you said, there's good addictions and bad addictions and stuff, and it's all on the outcome of what you can be addicted to. And I say that in the sense of, what, like you said, the shoe thing. I can get a whole bunch of shoes, but then you got more shoes than there is days out the year. You know what I mean? You're not gonna
Whole bunch of shoes.
You wasting space and stuff, and
Not enough room to put them.
You just gotta make sure, because you said good habits and bad habits. The only way to identify if it's a good habit or a bad habit is if it has a good outcome to whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? People will feel like, well, I'm smoking herb because it's good for me, but you don't know, like, with the tobacco wraps and things that are in it. You know what I mean? And you do it 10 times a day. No, man, that's
like, I don't know where the world came up with vaping. Like, I hate to see people do that because it's shown and now I'm not gonna lie, I tried it, okay?
Right.
Wasn't for me. I got the harshest hit ever, and I knew that's why they said it wasn't good for your lungs, and I quit. But some people don't, again, see those warning signs and just keep doing it, like, to allow themselves to build up with it. And they made it so easy for people to want to do it because they make the vapes all cute and colorful and light up and big puffs, little puffs, like flavor, and it's just like
tropical berry mist.
Yes, like,
they got vapes you could call people on. You can get ringtones on them. You could get Bluetooth. Somebody had one with a Bluetooth on it. I said, bro, there's no way
you're vaping that much.
Yeah, like, bro, your vape
No.
shouldn't be playing NBA YoungBoy.
No.
Like, no, bro, you tripping. Like, all right, yeah, it gets to a point. So I do feel y'all on that. And me.
But that was good. I think sometimes we don't really say the things that have influenced us in life. So that was a good quote because I never really heard Michelle say that, but that was deep.
Yeah, it was on Playhouse Disney.
Yeah.
She was doing some type of speech, but really she was talking about food.
Food, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was going off about food.
But that goes right with it. So that was nice. I like that.
There was another topic, I wanted to reach on before it gets too late, man.
Yeah.
Netflix had dropped a sad, very heartfelt, I guess, what documentary, little movie thing. You should definitely go watch it. It's called The Perfect Neighbor. I feel like that's kind of weird to say it's a perfect neighbor, and she was actually the opposite of a perfect neighbor. Um, I guess this will be a little bit of a spoiler alert. I wanted to ask my brother on it, but he hasn't seen it, so only person I can talk to is Nori. Um, if you haven't seen it, like I said, spoiler. It was a documentary about a elderly woman who lived in the neighborhood. There was, I guess, kids playing in the neighborhood. Kids are going to be kids. They're going to be loud. They're going to be disruptive. They're not going to be in their mature state. And I guess that she took matters in an extreme way. You know what I mean? Instead of, hey, let me get a gate, don't stay on my lawn and all that. You just got to watch it for yourself. She, and let me just say, this to Just Say It podcast, so we can just say it. She was being a Karen about stuff. And instead of you being a Karen, minding your own business, you know what I'm saying, doing what you're doing, you called the cops, you did whatever. But there was one incident where a mother ended up getting shot, and those kids, it's just sad all over. Just, a parent got shot over a Karen just not handling matters in a more professional, more mature way. And, even when I looked at it, we talked about this off camera, but hearing, the kid's father or whoever that person was, I didn't really get into detail relation to whoever it was, but when the dad had to go to the kids and say, yo, your mama not coming back, that was kind of like, all right, now I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel it, Go ahead.
That was his dad. And he basically said to the kids that today was a bad day. We all witnessed it. We all felt it. And he said the first thing that somebody needs to hear before receiving devastating news, which is, I love you. You love me, right? So you know that you have a safe space. That right there lets you know. And then he proceeded to say, Mom's not coming back. And the kids totally lost it, as they should. I've lost my mom at my 20s, and not in such a devastating way, but it hurts. So you know what that feeling feels like. And for them to be young kids, I mean, they haven't went to prom, they haven't driven their first car, they haven't had, health issues that come up that they're going to need their mom. And this lady totally took it upon herself to feel like it was okay to shoot through a closed door. And don't get me wrong. I understand we're a country that we have the right to bear arms. And I know Florida is a state that leans heavily on the stand your ground law. Okay? And so this lady thought that she was going to go in this interrogation room and through this process solely based on the stand your ground. You have no ground when you have protection. Protection for her was her door. Right. Now, if that lady came through the door, that's a different story. But where they found her guilty was on the grounds of, she kind of set it up because it was, in the hood. We're from the hood. People don't like to say we are, but we got a little hood, or we know some hood people. But we also know slang. And you know that go get your mama, that means go get your mama.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't say that to no
when
kid.
I say that, I'm going to go
say that.
get my mom. And when she come over here, she going to handle business.
And she might come with a few sisters.
That's what that lady wanted to do. She just wanted to find out, why did you throw my kids' skates, and why did you have their tablet? And I can understand that, because now it's okay for you to yell and scream at them, or get mad because they running back and forth. But now you're touching their property. Now you're interceding with trying to have relationships with them, when that's not something you should do with a child.
Correct.
And I felt like one of my biggest takeaways from that was, I did not like how the officer basically allowed that woman to go home and be okay while they did the investigation. Had the color of our skin did something like that, we would have been held into the first day.
Yes.
They would have said, you'll see a judge on Monday. Monday would have turned into 8 months. 8 months would have turned into a year. Finally, a year, somebody comes around and say, we need to get this court trial, because people don't know that there are deadlines that the Justice Department has to meet in order to try a case. But the family's problem was, she wasn't held for more than 48 hours after shooting this woman.
Mm-hmm. Like that's wild.
And most of the police that came on the scene were people who had already been in this particular development before, because this lady called the cops multiple times on kids being kids. And the one thing that the cops said was, I'd rather you be out here playing in the streets than being on TikTok, because TikTok is influencing to our kids. And social media is influencing to our kids, period. So he's saying, smell the air, play in the grass, throw the dirt, run up and down. She's saying she doesn't want that. She should have been in a single home somewhere out of a duplex. That's what's her problem. Right. She should have been moved out. I think the landlord should have taken some time to get that situation under control before it went where it went. Now these kids have no mother. And it's all for something dumb. And let's just put it out there. It was racially motivated.
Of course.
She
Look what they
was
said at the end.
tired of those black kids playing freely, making noise, yelling. To her, in her mind, it was like monkeys running in the zoo. Let's just put it out there.
Right.
That's what she felt. And she needed to tase one of them in order to get some control. Because anytime you can look at somebody and say, I only use the N word when...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. That's when I walked in on bro watching it, and she said that
you're
acting
rude or ignorant. I've never heard that in a day in my life.
Me neither.
I mean, we say it amongst each other. All people of color say it. And yeah, we should be mindful of not saying it so much, because we want them to not say it. But they're going to say it regardless. People are going to say anything that's in them.
Right. Yeah. I talk to my white friends. I'll be like, yo, do you ever say? Yeah, I say it when I'm rapping to my hip hop in the car or something like that. So I'm
the
already
scene of white chicks. Right. You just say it that one time. Is anybody around? Okay, they not. We're real minded. You know. I get that.
Yeah, right. Nah, it's crazy though. It was a couple of things that you said. It was funny that you brought up not TikTok, but like social media raising kids. Because to me, my daughter shouldn't know what 6'7" is, but she does.
Yeah,
and she 5.
I heard they was banning that in schools. They had that like a news report on. They was banning.
I don't even know what it is. Fill me in.
So 6'7", it's a song. It's not the song. I don't think
it's called. Is it the 1, 2, 3, 4?
This is a song by a Philadelphia rapper named Skrilla. Okay. And he be talking about doing perkies, fentanyl. Like he used to do whippets. Like this dude is not. He be doing rituals, cutting bunnies and like killing them and stuff. Wow. Like he practices a crazy religion. So it's like, all right, bro, they shouldn't know this. You get what I'm saying? Like the song itself, people don't realize that song itself is about him talking about drugs, killing people and all. But he got a part on there shades on, Apple with the glasses. What say something? He a savage 6'7". I just bit right on the highway, like, and everybody made a clip of that 6'7" thing. I first heard of the 6'7" from a streamer named Jinxie. This
Oh,
dude
okay.
reacts to funny videos. He used to play Rainbow Six Siege. And he used to say that all the time. He'd be like, doo 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 doo, and 6'7". I'm like, what is that? 6'7", and his chat would go crazy. Mind you, this dude got like 200,000 people watching him live.
Wow.
So that thing blew up, went viral. But now all the kids are saying it. But they only know the 6'7" part, but they don't know the full thing. So I'm like, bro, that could be scary to where they thinking that they saying something cool,
Something cool.
and it's really not. It's like when we was kids. Remember, did y'all ever draw that graffiti S?
Yeah.
With the three lines. Three lines, right, right.
Everybody knows that.
So that symbol, right? I don't know. I've never done no research yet on that symbol, but let's say that symbol was demonic or something like that, and we didn't know as kids. It's the same thing with this 6'7" stuff that's happening now. So they're trying to stop it and put a hold on it so people don't or kids don't grow up thinking that that's the right way to go, with all the drugs and all
So,
the
but
little,
I don't understand how a school would be able to stop that. But
right.
you also said something that I want to ask you. How do you limit your daughter's time on
the tablets and
on
stuff.
tablets? And do you have parental guides on her tablet?
Yeah. So what I do is download like YouTube Kids, or they like if you can't get YouTube Kids on certain tablets, because I've seen like the Amazon ones won't let you get it. They have alternative YouTubes. So those are only kid friendly, but you still have to watch those.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they got like videos, they trying to scare the kids, or it's like little jump scares and stuff. And I don't think they should be watching them, but they just trying to be funny. So you just kind of got to watch them every now and again and just download those apps and check them out. Now, when it comes to her watching a tablet or anything, we started to put it to where you can't watch them while you're sitting down and eating anymore, because we want you to conversate. At the end of the night, that's probably the main time. I'm not there during the week, but at the main time is the end of the night. You know what I mean? Like you could watch it for an hour or two, but really go play with stuff. And Ivy, she like playing with makeup anyway. She might be on that tablet for a little bit while she just sitting there chilling, or we just sitting there like I ain't doing that. I'm sitting there playing the game. She might be watching it for an hour, but really just listen. Like let them have the volume up so you can hear what she's watching. Because sometimes there is videos too where they be fake cussing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bro, bro. Like, but it's kid stuff. So it went through all the filters, but they ain't watching the full videos. They be like, man, what the? And then it goes to another scene. It don't even blank it out or like have a beep. It just be like, what the? Well, today I love chocolate, this and that. And no, like they really got videos like that. So it's
Wow.
scary. And it's like, yo, man, you don't need to be, because they're trying to put the innuendos in there. They got videos of girls in bikinis bending down and a guy just standing there like, like, no, bro, you don't need to be seeing that stuff at your age. So it's a little scary because it's kids that got phones at her age, and I'm like, you shouldn't have no phone at no 5 years old. You know how to work a full phone? Now you tripping.
Right.
Yeah,
We gonna go ahead and wrap this up and stuff like that. Is there anything else that you wanted to shout your Instagram out or something before
No, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I know we were all the way around with everything, but this was a great experience. I know my other cousin and my sister have had the opportunity to come on the show and do something. So I'm glad I was able to come in on this opportunity. And I say, when you get bigger, when you sitting in the green rooms, I've always said that to you, gentlemen, and whatever it is that you choose to do, that I was there. I like it. I was here, so I appreciate you for inviting me, and I hope this thing blows up. Good luck with it.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
want to
thank you.
we want to thank you. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for wanting to be a part of this journey.
Of
Just thank you for your aura. Thank you just for everything. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. We really appreciate you.
It. Yeah, nah.
This we about to go ahead and wrap this up because it's almost about to be an hour and stuff like that.
Thank y'all.
We wanna,
Just money.
We had Nori here on the podcast as a special guest. We thank you very much. We are pleased to have you. Hopefully we can have you again. DJ Blood Money, Nori, Warren
Yes,
Side.
sir.
This is the Just Say It podcast. We thank you for tuning in. Let's give another hand clap.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all so much. We love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. For all artists out there, please make sure you send your music to the JustSayItOfficialPodcast.com. And support small businesses too. Please send your information to the JustSayItOfficialPodcast.com at gmail.com. Y'all get what I'm saying. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We out of here.
Thank you. We out. We out.
Lord, know that I love you. Yeah, I love you. If you hear me, Lord, know that I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah. And I trust you. If you hear me, Lord, know that I trust you. Yeah, I trust you. If you hear me, Lord, know that I